Andrew Berry know who his quarterback one is going into training camp in 2026. He done said it several times. He just ain't came out publicly and said it. But all you got to do is just follow the TV. Yeah. Don't have no doubt. I don't care what ESPN Cleveland and Cleveland media think about Shedeur Sanders. Shedeur Sanders is a straight-out baller.
Is there a plan for Shedeur?
I think he'll compete. I think it'll be fair. I don't think he deserves to be handed the job. Do you, Riz?
No, I don't. Okay. But I just don't think they're...
Well, like, subscribe and hit that bell.
Find him some offensive linemen during the draft or free agents and get him a number one bona fide wide receiver. That's what he needs to do to be successful. And if he do that, hey, Cleveland gonna be in good shape. After what I done saw with that schedule for next year, no way the Cleveland Browns shouldn't win 9 or 10 games. They should, with Shedeur.
Tony Grossi just set off a major conversation, and Browns fans should pay attention. He openly talked about Shedeur Sanders as Cleveland's quarterback in 2026, and his tone was firm. What stood out most is that his comments didn't sound like speculation. When someone with years inside the organization speaks this confidently, it usually means plans are already forming behind the scenes. Andrew Berry may not be announcing anything publicly, but teams don't operate without direction. The way this is being discussed sounds calm and intentional, not uncertain. If you listen closely, the conversation isn't about whether Shedeur fits. It's about timing. People can argue on TV all they want, but what teams do matters more than what they say. Ignore the national shows. Ignore the overreaction from local voices. Forget the old storylines. Shedeur has already shown composure, accuracy, and leadership. Those traits can't be manufactured. So ask yourself this. If the Browns didn't believe in him as a real option, would insiders be speaking this freely? Would Grossi be this relaxed about it? Would Berry stay this quiet and steady? Or does this feel like a plan slowly coming into focus? As for competition, no one is saying the job should be handed to him. Earning it matters. But let's also be honest. This isn't about giving favors. Shedeur has earned attention through how he plays. He reads defenses quickly, stays calm under pressure, and performs when moments are big. That's ability, not luck. Quarterbacks usually don't fail because of talent. They fail because the team around them doesn't support them. So the real question is this. Does Cleveland want to win or just get through another year? Are they ready to protect their quarterback? Are they willing to add receivers who can create space? Will they finally invest in the offensive line instead of making excuses? If they do those things, 9 or 10 wins isn't unrealistic. It's reasonable. With proper support, there's no reason Shedeur can't succeed. And with a manageable schedule, expectations should be higher, not lower. Kevin Stefanski never proved he could truly develop a young quarterback. Poor adjustments, hesitation, complicated systems, and too much control got in the way. Young quarterbacks need clarity and trust, not constant doubt. We saw how that ended. He's gone now. No more half steps. No more wasted seasons. This is the reset.
It comes to that quarterback position. He done showed us. I done seen it for the last 4 years. I seen it at Jackson State. I saw it at Colorado. And I just seen it these past 7 games of the year. The reason why Shedeur was able to lead this team to a walk-off win over Joe Burrow was because he had been him. He's been him for the last 4 to 5 years. He's been him. The heck with them stats. I don't care nothing about them stats y'all throwing out. All them stats everybody throwing out about them 10 interceptions. Did you watch the game? The heck with them stats. When your team goes down by 1 with 90 seconds remaining on the clock and you stand up without blinking and say, hey, y'all follow me. He told his teammates to follow me. I'm going to put you in that position.
What this situation really highlights is something statistics can't explain. This isn't about a short hot streak or luck. It's about consistency over time. When a quarterback looks the same at Jackson State, looks the same at Colorado, and now shows the same calm under NFL pressure, that tells you everything. The moment never changes him. Bright lights don't rattle him. Mistakes don't shake his confidence. That game-winning moment didn't come from chance or a box score. It came from belief. Belief in himself and belief from his teammates. When everyone in the stadium knows what's coming, most players tighten up. He didn't. He stepped forward and took control. That kind of leadership isn't taught overnight. It's built through real experience and real pressure. People can debate interceptions all day, but they can't deny who the team trusted when the game mattered most. The problem is how quarterbacks are judged today. Too many opinions come from spreadsheets instead of film. Football isn't played on paper. It's played when pressure hits and leaders respond. Late in games, when the defense knows you're throwing and the crowd is loud, that's when truth shows up. Shedeur didn't hesitate. He didn't play scared. He gave his team a chance, and they delivered. Critics miss that because they're either not watching closely or choosing to ignore what matters. Fans don't follow quarterbacks because of stats alone. They follow them because they believe they'll deliver when everything is on the line. And in that moment, the belief was obvious. This whole discussion also shows how divided Browns media really is. Tony Grossi speaks like someone who understands how front offices operate. He's not emotional. He's experienced. When he says there will be competition and that it will be fair, that's not dismissal. That's reality. Teams don't name starters in January. They let things unfold. But here's what keeps getting overlooked. Grossi has hinted multiple times that Shedeur is already part of the plan. You don't keep circling one name, defending the process, and explaining Barry's silence unless you believe that silence is intentional. Andrew Barry, staying quiet doesn't mean doubt. It means control. Teams don't reveal plans early, especially when they believe in a young quarterback. Grossi isn't guessing. He's reading the signals. And the way he talks makes it clear this isn't a fringe idea. Shedeur as the quarterback isn't a hot take. It's where things are slowly heading. Compare that to the constant doubt from Tony Rizzo and others, and it feels repetitive. Same skepticism, same tone. If a quarterback isn't named the starter immediately, they act like he's already failed. That's lazy thinking. No one is asking for special treatment. But constantly questioning him while giving everyone else the benefit of the doubt isn't fairness. It's bias. Browns media has a history of shielding coaches and blaming quarterbacks. Stefanski struggled to develop players, but criticism never stayed loud. Meanwhile, Shedeur gets picked apart for things that don't decide games. Talking about drafting another quarterback before he gets a real opportunity isn't competition. It's avoidance. Instead of asking how to help him succeed, they ask how to replace him. That's not analysis. That's fear of being wrong. And fans deserve better.
Is there a plan for Shedeur?
I think he'll compete. I think it'll be fair. I don't think he deserves to be handed the job. Do you, Riz?
No, I don't. Okay. But I just don't think they're. I don't think they're.
Well, I've said it before. Andrew Barry's had 10 times he could commit to him, and he never has.
Okay,
so he's not his advocate.
Will the Browns draft a quarterback in 2026?
Possibly later. I mean, add a guy to the mix because there's all those Klubniks now have gotten. They're almost like more attractive on the if come than first round.
Right.
You know?
What all of this really shows is that pressure reveals everything. When games slip away, scores look bad, and the clock keeps ticking, quarterbacks separate themselves. Cleveland didn't just lose games. They fell behind big. The crowd grew restless, and momentum disappeared. Still, the team fought back because the quarterback stayed steady and didn't quit. That matters more than any draft ranking, that if you've already watched a quarterback lead real comebacks against NFL defenses, why gamble on someone who might be able to do it one day? That's the question critics avoid. People get excited about potential, but football isn't theoretical. Shedeur has already proven he can function when things collapse. He gave his team a chance every time. So when people ask who else should be considered, the better question is why the search is still happening. The negativity starts when comparisons get careless. Media and fans line him up against unproven names and act like upside matters more than results. It doesn't. Comparing him to players who haven't done it, or haven't done it at this level, isn't fair. If you want to talk stats, then talk about all of them. Include context, pressure, opponents, and growth. Don't cherry-pick numbers to push a storyline. And don't act like a clean workout or one highlight erases real game performance. Shedeur has produced, led, and responded against serious competition. That doesn't disappear because someone else has hype. The people pushing these comparisons aren't evaluating honestly. They're shifting standards. And that's fine, but admit it. Because if the choice is between someone you've already seen handle chaos week after week and someone you hope might someday, the answer shouldn't be debated. It should be clear.
Mary Kay Cabot gave her updates about the head coaching situation. As you see on the screen, Mary Kay Cabot. Review of Brown's second interview schedule. Jim Swarzer, who is the defensive coordinator, had an interview on Monday. Baltimore Ravens, Todd Monken today. Ex-Miami Dolphins head coach Mike McDaniels on tomorrow. That's Wednesday. Jacksonville Jaguars, Greg Udinski, and Chargers, San Diego Chargers, Jesse Minter later in the week, probably Thursday or Friday. Ram, Nate Shieldhouse. Earliest is Monday. That's the update of the coaching search from a Browns insider, Mary Kay.
The Browns coaching search is picking up speed, and it's obvious they want more than just a familiar name. Mary Kay's update shows Cleveland is seriously evaluating coaches with different backgrounds and approaches. With Shedeur likely stepping into the quarterback role, the Browns need a coach who works with him, not against him. Shedeur is young, but he's already proven he can lead under pressure. He has the physical tools and the mindset to succeed. What he's missing is the right system and support. The next coach can't be someone stuck in outdated thinking or afraid to trust a young quarterback. Shedeur needs a coach who believes in development, protects his strengths, and isn't afraid to commit. Stability, trust, and a clear plan are what he needs to reach his ceiling. Looking back at Stefanski's tenure, it's hard to ignore the damage caused by hesitation and mixed messages. The lack of trust, confusing schemes, and slow adjustments put Shedeur in tough spots instead of helping him grow. Letting Stefanski go was the right move, but it also highlights lost time. Shedeur didn't need resistance. He needed support. Now Cleveland has an opportunity to fix that. The question is whether they will choose a coach who fully commits to Shedeur or fall back into doubt and delay. That decision will matter more than any draft pick or trade. Time is moving fast. If the Browns get this right, Shedeur can become the leader they believe he can be. If they don't, they risk repeating the same mistakes. This is a defining moment for the franchise. Will Cleveland choose the coach who unlocks Shedeur's potential and builds a winning foundation? If they do, the future is promising. If you're ready to see Shedeur lead the Browns forward, like and subscribe for more updates. What type of coach do you think he needs to succeed?